I guess for some reason George Lucas doesn't like to say the word children.
I don't either. But it's Star Wars time again. Last year, the first Star Wars Battlefront game came out, and we liked the concept, just not really the execution.
The online play had some serious lag problems, and there weren't any space battles.
Well, all that's about to change. Here's our preview of Star Wars Battlefront 2. Hey, anybody up for redecorating the cultures of the cosmos with a keen eye for the evil guy? Of course you are. Besides, evil always dresses better than good. Battlefront 2 is back. It's new, it's improved, and it really seeks to dimensionalize that oft-marginalized member of the Star Wars family, Le Clone. The guys in the shiny white duds never really did say much. There they are. Yes, sir. You know, the typical brevity of a life not lived, the lot of the copy. You'll initially suit up as members of the 501st, Lord Vader's fiercest and most favored unit.
Suddenly, we realized that the Jedi could be fooled. And if they could be fooled, they could be killed.
Naturally, the commander's voice is British, the chosen language of organized villainy.
When her death came, I hope it was quick.
Since the first Battlefront, the developers have fattened the size of the levels for the slaughter. The expanse you'll traverse in Battlefront 2 is reasonably vast, and the environments deliver a wealth of strategic vantage points. Soupy swamps, cosmic loading docks, and holy shrines will all echo with the cries of your victims. The field of play is generously populated with allies, power-ups, and ammo, recognizing the intensity of play. The levels are paced well. Your adversaries seem to assault you with an increasing ferocity as an objective progresses. At times, the Jedi really seem to be fighting to preserve their way of life. Battlefront, of course, seeks to allow you to occupy the perspective of every member of the franchise's community, dimensionalizing the story.
That was exhilarating.
Right. But what about the firepower? Battlefront 2 fills the fists of your digitally coded killer with a mind-flexing array of weapons of mass destruction. Each member of your squad maintains a particular skill for the kill. Swapping out team members for others to get the job done is fluid and dynamic. You're calling plays, running patterns, throwing the bomb. Just when you think you're getting to like your new stormtrooping pals, though, the depth of the story steps in and things get, well, complicated.
That was exhilarating.
Sorry, kids. It's for your own good. You'll just grow up and invent something annoying. Of course, the Dark Cathedral of Space offers up its inky clothing as a battlefield, and this time you'll pilot just about every small craft you've ever seen in a Star Wars space battle. Maneuverability depends on the ship. This time around, you'll be able to board massive cruisers, gut the crew from the inside, and fly off spouting a pirate's cackle. There are hordes of ships involved in space combat, which only adds to the mayhem. The Xbox version promises 32 players and support for one large level per the 12-world supply. It may seem familiar, but the sheer host of enemies battling within the game engine is pretty impressive. Look for Battlefront 2 sometime in the fall. Please, 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 please let this be good. Now that the movies are over, this is the only way for a Star Wars nerd to get a fix.